You don't actually let people see the real you, do you? You let them see the version that fits. Like when you're in a group and you have something to say, but you stop yourself last second. Not because you forgot. You just think, nah, they won't get it. So you laugh it off instead. Or when someone asks, you good? And you say yeah, even though your mind been running all day. You could explain it, you just don't. And that's your pattern. You don't show everything. You show what feels safe. But that's not random. You didn't just wake up like this. You learned it. Maybe you spoke up once, and people looked at you weird. Or you explained yourself, and they completely missed your point. Or worse, they used it against you later. So now, you move different. You think before you speak. You watch before you trust. You test people without them even knowing. Like, you'll say something small first. See how they react. See if they really listening. See if they judge. And if something feels off, you pull back instantly. They don't even notice it. But you do. You noticed it, but didn't say anything. You just kept it normal. That's how you are. You adjust. You match energy. Sometimes you even act less interested just to not look too invested. Even when you care. Even when it matters. But that's not even the real reason. It goes deeper than that. You're not trying to be mysterious. You just don't want to feel exposed. Because when you open up fully, you can't control how they see you anymore. And that's the part you don't like. So you keep pieces of yourself private. Your real thoughts, your real reactions, your real opinions. Not because they're nothing, but because they mean too much, and you don't just give that to anybody. So people think they know you. They think, yeah, I get them. But they only know the version you showed, not the one in your head, not the one that overthinks conversations after, not the one that replays small moments like, why did they say it like that? Did you notice how their tone changed? You catch all of that, even when nobody else does. And sometimes it makes you feel out of place, like you're picking up things other people just ignore. So instead of explaining it, you keep it to yourself, because explaining it feels harder than just staying quiet. And honestly, it protects you. Less drama, less misunderstanding, less weird reactions. But there's a downside. It goes deeper than that. Because when you keep doing this, people only connect with a surface version of you. And then you sit there thinking, they don't really know me. But at the same time, you never gave them the chance, not fully. Because trust for you isn't automatic. It's built slowly. You watch consistency. You notice small details. You see if actions match words before you ever open up. And even then, you don't show everything. Just enough. Always controlled. Always measured. And that's why people describe you wrong. They say you're quiet, or distant, or hard to read. But that's not true. You're just, you decide what people get access to. Who gets the real conversation? Who only gets small talk? Who gets nothing at all? Most people, they never reach that level. Not because you're hiding for no reason, but because they never showed you they could handle it. And deep down, you're okay with that. Because you'd rather be misunderstood than fully seen by the wrong person. Read that again. You'd rather be misunderstood than open up to someone who doesn't get you. And that says everything. You're not closed off. You're careful. You're aware. You know how people can switch up, how they can take things the wrong way, how they can see one side of you and think that's everything. So you stay in control of your words, your reactions, your image. But sometimes you wonder what it would feel like to just be fully yourself without filtering anything. No overthinking, no adjusting, no holding back. Just real and understood. But until that feels safe, you'll keep doing what you've been doing. Showing pieces, not the whole. And honestly, that doesn't make you fake. That makes you intentional. You're not the only one who notices. Be honest. Has anyone ever actually seen the real you? Or do you just give people the version that's easiest to understand?